Hey there viewer, mcskewl here. The big question on the minds of at least 6.5 people are, mcskewl, where have you been? And the short answer I have for you is that I've been playing Minecraft in real life. For the long answer, I'll start by showing you my hometown, Perth, in Western Australia. Here I am travelling 4 hours inland from Perth into the Australian summer, heading well and truly into the country to take up residence at a farm just outside of a town of roughly 2,000 people. It was here that I'd work a landscape job for 5 days by smashing up a stone path with the pickaxe I was given and shoveling dirt to level out the backyard, making space for a garden. It was a simple job and I relinquished the opportunity for some straightforward work that would serve as my normal daily workout. It was here that I'd fall into a kind of reflective chasm for a while, as I was given the guest bedroom and left alone to my own devices for the longer hours. The first thing that struck me was the odd familiarity of my surroundings. You see, this farm was owned by my relatives for a long time, and I used to come here when I was growing up. I hadn't been here since 2015 and it felt off-putting, like returning to a place you've emotionally moved out of. I reminded myself I was here for the money and experience, not the memories, but I may as well have been visiting a museum that held the feelings and laughter of my past self as artifacts I'd forgotten existed. Despite the atmosphere, I found solace in a little workbook I kept with me as I started writing ideas for videos and sketching future projects. At this point I hadn't uploaded for over a week, and my personal expectations for this next video were bubbling over into my conscious again, which did nothing but slow me down. So that's what I decided to do. With no computer or way of directly creating a video, I decided to completely shut down that area of my life and just exist on this little farm for a while, do the work I was here to do and nothing else. And this is where things started to go right for me. Solitude has never really visited me in isolation. I'm more of a loneliness sort of guy who thrives off the company of those he loves and the creative energy of those he admires, just like almost everyone I know. But these days taught me a lot. I learned that the absence of what you love to do, which is in my case create things, doesn't necessarily mean your time spent elsewhere is meaningless. It wasn't like going cold turkey off a drug or some positive version of apathy. It was just existing, sweating out the hours in the sun, learning how to use a pickaxe and crowbar and ignoring everything else. And when I got back home, I returned to the same things I'd been struggling with and the same old vices, but with a new perspective. I had learned that I could walk the line between keeping my personal life personal and still share what I felt I needed to with my viewers as a way of opening up in the hopes that my experiences would resonate with others. I had learned that not everything I make has to fulfill my heart's desires, and that it was okay to retread old territory, like making a TF2 YTP that is more or less a rehash of the one I made when I was 13. And I had learned that it was okay to have a channel banner that only exists as a visual metaphor for the way I struggle to feel like my videos are nothing but past influences all cobbled together in one big collage. I've learned that it's simply impossible to not let my personal life impact my content or lack thereof. I want to enjoy making my videos, and if I'm not doing so, what's the point? We all struggle with satisfying our passions and desires, and for me as a filmmaker, I don't need 200 IQ to know I want to keep making stuff on Minecraft in the school toilets, so I will. This channel has come so ridiculously far, and I often struggle to put my gratitude towards my viewers into words. So with all this in mind, where does this leave us, the members of the Locker Room Club, with our after school talks and surreal digital skits? Well, I can say I want to start After School Talk back up as a series, although it'll be taking on a more serious tone as it's been progressively leaning towards since the debut episode anyway. As for the rest of my stuff, I've got some upcoming TF2 skits to film, some existing footage to edit together and upload, and a lot of experimenting with other games such as Minecraft, Mirror's Edge and Super Smash Bros. Melee to do. There are several projects sitting on the bleachers I hope to get around to sometime, like Portal Speedrun 2, maybe even another CSGO video, but those are only ideas right now, existing only as text in one of the many notepad files that litter my desktop. My goal right now is to hit 10,000 subscribers by March, and so I'll do my very best to make content so good you'll want to share it with your friends, your stepsister, put it on the church projector during a baptism, and more. Your notifications will hopefully be hearing from me soon, since YouTube isn't showing my videos on my viewers' homepages, a common issue on the platform. Thank you all for the continued support.